today's topic is sentence clarity and paragraph cohesion. So what is sentence clarity? Yes, where the meaning is?
Does it make sense?
Makes sense or not. Meaning is very clear. It's giving the clear message. And paragraph cohesion means well organized paragraph, where the sentences are flowing in a very logical manner. Okay, so each sentence are attached to one another very naturally. That is called cohesion. So we will see the learning objectives. So what are the learning objectives and what we are going to learn after this lesson? The first one is that by the end of this lesson, students will be able to identify characteristics of clear and unclear sentences. So we will be aware of what are the unclear sentences and what are those clear sentences look like. Okay, so we will construct grammatically sound and concise sentences. So grammatically sound bolte ki buchhay? Grammatically sound means the grammatically correct sentences, and we will see what are the common mistakes, grammatical mistakes that we do. Can you tell me what is the most common mistake we do in our writing? The common grammatical mistake? Yes.
Verb and tense.
Yes. Subject verb agreement. Yes and yes. When we use yes or yes, we do this kind of mistakes, isn't it? Third person singular number problem. Then the spelling mistakes. Yes. Then we struggle while organizing the sentences, while using the simple sentences. Even we do mistake while using the verbs like finite verb, non-finite verb. We use the finite verb twice and more without addressing it, what kind of sentence it is, isn't it? So these are the common mistakes. So eventually it will help us to construct grammatically correct or sound sentences and concise sentences. Concise sentences means compact sentences. Like in the last semester, I have taught you not using repeated words and sentences. Rather use very strategically concise sentence. Like reading habit has these benefits. Reading habit has this. The compact words. So there we do not need to repeat the sentence, the expressions. Right? So the techniques. So after this slide, we will learn constructing the grammatically sound and concise sentences. Then we will understand the components of a cohesive paragraph. So what are the key components that actually make a paragraph very cohesive? Can you tell me what are those expressions, the words that makes the sentence very cohesive? Connect kore kongulo? Signal words, for example? In addition, yes. Connectors. So we will see again those cohesive devices. Then we will use transitions and logical sequencing effectively. So we will learn it. So what is sentence clarity? So write it down. Sentence clarity means expressing ideas in a way that is easy to understand. Where was your script? sentence clarity means expressing ideas in a way that is easy to understand. So your writing will be regarded as very effective when your intention is clearly expressed through your sentence. If you intended to express something but the reader don't understand it, then this is not clear sentence because it doesn't give clear message. It doesn't express your intention. Understood? বুঝতে পারছি আমরা যে সেন্টেন্স ক্ল্যারিটি ক্লিয়ার মেসেজ দিবে যে তুমি যেটা বোঝাতে চাচ্ছ এক্স্যাক্টলি দ্য রিডার আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড ইট ইন দ্যাট ওয়ে ওকে সো ফর দিস we have to avoid ambiguity. Ambiguity means confusion, which is not clear. What are you going to express? Okay, so ambiguous. Then we have to use very concise wording. Concise wording means precise, short. Still, it's very clear. Like in the last semester, we have gone through those topic sentences. Like for that, we got some key ideas, isn't it? Those words are very concise. So that's why we have to use very concise wording, because when you are just repeatedly saying something, the author might get, the listener might get baffled, confused, like what are you going to express? But when you are using some picky words, concise words, then you will focus on those words, emphasize on that, then the reader will understand it very easily. So using concise word, exact word is very important. So then we have to maintain correct grammar and structure. So these are the things that will make the sentence clear. Sentence clear is something important. Grammatically correct ho, then concise wording, specific words, then we have to avoid ambiguity. So these are the common problems in sentence clarity. So one of the most thing that we do is run-on sentences. Then sentence fragments, wordiness and redundancy, misplaced or dangling modifiers, and vague pronouns. So we might have a confusion. What are these things? Run-on sentences. What is run-on sentence? Isn't it? So any of us know about run-on sentence? So I have already told you, just observe the word run on. That means only running and running. Run on. There is nowhere to stop. So this kind of sentences we do. So a run-on sentence, see, she loves writing, she practices every day. Do you think it is right? Is something missing here? Isha? Isn't the writer running and running? Nowhere to stop? Even after expressing the complete sentence, he hasn't used any full stop. আমরা কি মাঝে মাঝে এরকম করি না? কোনো ফুল স্টপ ছাড়া শুধু লিখতেই থাকি, মানে আমার থটসকে আমি থামাচ্ছি না। So this is called run-on sentence. বুঝছি আমরা? So a run-on sentence occurs when two independent ideas মানে এটাকে শেষ করলেই হতো। ওকে, এটা নিজেই sufficient. যেমন কি, he loves writing. Isn't it independent? Isn't it sufficient to express itself? So occurs when two independent ideas are joined without proper punctuation and conjunction. So these are called run-on sentence. Like আমি অনেক ভালো আছি, আমি খাবো, আমি যাবো, আমি এটা করবো, আমি এটা করবো, আমি এটা করবো, পাখি পাকা পেঁপে খায়, তারপর হচ্ছে। If I say like this, then you will never understand the message. Maybe. তাই না? যেখানে আমি ফুল স্টপ দিচ্ছি না, আমি বলেই যাচ্ছি। So this is one of the common mistake that most of the students do. They do not know where to stop. They just go, their thoughts are just flowing like a river. Understood? Run-on sentence. So এটা কি করা যেত বলো তো? কারেক্ট ফর্মটা কি হবে? She loves writing, she practices every day. কি করা যায় এটাতে? Where we will use full stop.
We can also use
And yes.
She loves writing and she practices.
Yes. Okay. So we can write it in three form. She loves writing and she practices every day, like using full stop. Okay. If we don't want this full stop, we can use and, comma and. Okay. Then she loves writing. Then semicolon we can also use. Semicolon is some kind of stop. The full stop এর মতো fully fledged না, অনেক বড় stop না, but একটুখানি থামা। Okay, so we can use it. রাকিব, বুঝছো?
মানে ইন্ডিপেন্ডেন্ট সেন্টেন্স গুলো ইউজ করতে পারছি, মানে যদি দেখতে আর সাথে রিলেটেবল না হতো তাহলে তো পারতাম।
Yes. Then you could use some full stop, maybe on the contrast, on the contrary, if those thoughts are very contrary to each other. You could use it. Yes.
And there are command to Oxford commercial.
Yes.
And there are command to Oxford commercial.
বুঝি নাই।
And there are command to use সেটা মানে and there are সাধারণ
এটা না, এটা ইউজ করে। আমরা যখন করি না, বাট if তুমি যদি টাইপিং করো কম্পিউটারে, এখানে ই দেখাবে, এরর দেখাবে, and you have to use comma and. Okay? So first one is run-on problem, run-on sentence. Second is sentence fragments. Like what is fragment? Fragment কি? ভেঙে চুরে fragments বলে না, আয়না যদি ভেঙে যায় fragments, একটা অংশ আয়না ভেঙে যায় না অনেক সময়। So see, because I was tired walking down the road. A fragment is an incomplete sentence. এই সমস্যাটা আমি অনেকের খাতায় পাই এবং খাতায় নাম্বার কমে জন্য। Because these sentences, the sentences you are using, it's an incomplete sentence. Like a fragment is an incomplete sentence. It is missing a subject, a verb, or complete thought. So for a sentence, for making a sentence, we have to use subject, verb, then object. But you are using subject, object, but using the verb. Then this is incomplete sentence. That means it is a sentence fragment. Ongsho, purata na. Not the whole, but the part of it you are using. So mostly we are the Gen Z people. We do these things like when we are giving some post in Facebook, like we do not use most often the pronoun, the subject, তাই না? Going there, eating it, having a good time. We do not say we are having a good time. বলি মাঝে মাঝে মিস করে যাই না? So academically you can't use it. You have to use those subject. Even if this is clear, but you have to make it loud. Subject, verb, object. Okay? So, for example, because I was tired walking down the road. So, এরকম কিন্তু আমরা ফেসবুকের ক্যাপশনে লিখি না, walking down the road, having a good time. So, this will be regarded as incomplete sentence, a sentence fragment. Even if I use because I was tired. Because I was tired, does it express a full idea? Because of tired for what? কি প্রকাশ পাচ্ছে? এই যে পিছনে। See? So কি হবে? Because I was tired, I went to bed early. তাই না? আর কি হতে পারতো? I was tired দিয়ে আর অন্য কোন সেন্টেন্স বলো তো? Because I was tired. দিশা অন্য একটা সেন্টেন্স বলো। Because I was tired. I cannot. I cannot হবে না, কি হবে বলেন? Could not. তারপর
I had to took a nap.
I কি বলেন?
I had to took a nap.
Yes, I took a nap. Taken a বলা দরকার নেই, just past tense, I took a nap. Okay?
Stated from
Yes,
stated from
I stayed in, yes, because you were tired, you didn't feel like working. So, and walking down the road, can you please complete the sentence?
I was walking down the road.
Walking down the road, কেন হাঁটি?
Subject missing. I was working.
I don't know about this semester, what will happen to you. Okay, so I was walking down the road. So see, কি missing ছিল? I was walking down the road. So ambiguity. The next problem is ambiguity. So what does ambiguity means? Yes,
Confusion.
very confusing. Ambiguity. It doesn't express the meaning. Rather, the meaning is very confusing. Like, see, John told David that he was wrong. It means that who was wrong? John told David, কে ছিল wrong? John নাকি David?
John.
John, sure.
এটা goes
John told David that he was wrong.
না না এটা
It
goes
depends on
both
the
ways.
context.
Yes. Don't you think that it is ambiguous?
Goes for
মানে
both
একটু
ways.
ফার্স্টে বুঝে গেছিল যে জোক পরে আবার বুঝে যে এটা কনফিউজিং।
Yes. So this is called ambiguity. So we write these sentences in a way that we are confused. Even we ourselves are confused. Let alone the reader. তখন আমি কি করব? তুমি যে আসলে কোনটা বুঝাচ্ছ, এত কিছু লিখতেছো, কিছুই বুঝতেছি না. It's very ambiguous. So it is one of the problem that actually exists.
বাট মেবি তো জনি না মানে
আমিও জানি না বাবা। Because this sentence is ambiguous. So ambiguity happens when a sentence can be interpreted in multiple ways or the pronoun reference is unclear. So এটাকে ambiguous থেকে মুক্ত করার জন্য কি করা যেত? এই সেন্টেন্সটাকে কিভাবে ঠিক করতাম?
John told David that David was wrong.
Yes, we could do it.
এর পরে আপনার জনের বা যে প্রথম অক্ষরটা বা টেবিলের প্রথম অক্ষর লিখে আমরা বুঝতে পারতাম যে এটা কি বোঝাচ্ছে।
Let's see. John told David, clear reference, you are wrong. So we could write it in more direct way. তাই না? যখন সে বলছিল।
was wrong.
Yes. Then John said that he himself was wrong. So himself যখন দেখি তখন কে wrong?
John নিজেই
John wrong. তাই না? Clarifies the subject. So we could write it in this way. So another problem is
word by
wordiness. Wordiness or redundancy. So due to the fact that it was raining, we cancelled the event. কি মনে হয় কি সমস্যা? Can you identify the problem here?
Unnecessary words.
Yes, this is called wordiness. কোনটা unnecessary?
The fact that
Due to the fact that. তাই না? এটাকে কি লেখা যেত?
due to rain, we cancel the event.
আর কোনভাবে এডিট করা যেত?
We cancel the event.
Since it was raining, they cancelled them.
Yes. আর
As it was raining.
yes. For heavy rainfall, the event was cancelled. Could we write it in this way? Let's see. Because it was raining, we cancelled. কে বলছিল এই exact সেন্টেন্সটা? ওর জন্য একটা হাতে তালি দিই। So, see, common redundant phrases to avoid. এগুলো আমাদের করতে হবে যে wordy phrase. At this point in time, we will never use it. Okay? At this point, rather we will use now and currently. Now, recently, currently. Then, in my personal opinion, instead of using in my personal opinion, we will use in my opinion. Okay? Each and every. Do not use the same word again and again. Rather use each or every. Then misplaced modifiers. Please don't use the mobile phone. Bag rakhen. So modifier is a word or phrase that describes something. If placed incorrectly, it creates confusion, sometimes even humor. Humor mane? Modifier mane? Something that is being informed. যেমন হচ্ছে তাওহীদ। তাওহীদের মডিফায়ারটা কি সামনে বসলেও ইনফরমেশন দিতে হয় সম্পর্কে। A decent boy. Okay? তারপর studious boy, smart boy. So these are the modifiers. Okay? যদি হচ্ছে এই modifiers-টা right জায়গায় placed না হয়, then sometimes it becomes very confusing or a sense of even humor. Like running down the street, the tree looked beautiful. Running down the street, the tree looked beautiful. What is the meaning?
Running down the street.
কি হতে পারতো এটা?
Running down the
Running down the tree. The
While
tree.
running down the street, I found the tree beautiful. Look, I found that. Look,
I found that tree looks beautiful.
Running down the street, I saw a beautiful tree. Because running down the street, কে হাঁটছে? Running down কে বলছে? Maybe I, maybe you. ওইটার আগে তো ইনফরমেশন থাকার কথা ছিল। So running down the street, I saw the beautiful tree. বুঝছি? Then dangling modifiers. While eating, the TV turned on. Dangling modifier occurs when the introductory phrase doesn't logically match the subject of the sentence. তখনই হচ্ছে এই সমস্যাটা হয় dangling modifiers. Like while eating, the TV turned on. মানে কি? The TV কি নিজে নিজে টার্ন অন হয়ে গেল? While eating, না TV খাচ্ছিল?
While eating.
While I was eating, I found the
I
tree.
was
Yes.
I found the tree on.
Yes. So lack of pronoun agreement or number confusion. So এটাও তুমি অনেক বেশি মিস্টেক করো। যেমন স্টুডেন্ট শুড সাবমিট देयर অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট অন টাইম। বলো তো এখানে কি প্রবলেম হইছে? দেয়ারটা কি হবে? Yes, so lack of pronoun agreement. আমরা মাঝে মাঝে এটা করি। আমরা we use in the previous sentence we use maybe plural, but in the next sentence we use singular, like he or she. Maybe we could use some they. তাই না? So এই যে lack of pronoun agreement, it is one of the common mistakes.
এটা তো গ্রামাটিক্যালি রং।
Yes, grammatically wrong. So যেটা হতে পারে students should submit their assignment on time. Or a student should submit his or her assignment. So that's it. Now we will go to our next activity.